I'm getting ready to start off the day like always, hitting the gym. We got Emma and Sika out here. Looks like they're just waking up as well. Another hot sunny day. It's gonna be almost 100 degrees today. I'm gonna start off putting away all these parts that I tore apart last night. Took apart about 20 or 30 head units, threw them in the container. We're gonna start off with that. I brought these two machines, this washer and this dryer from this weekend that I picked up. We're gonna get them checked out as well. We got a lot to do, so let's get it done one thing at a time. I brought this Samsung dryer in here, went ahead and started taking it apart. The button on this head unit's bad. The start pause doesn't work. The button's broken, and I already have another head unit, so we're just gonna get it swapped out. This thing's in pretty rough shape. It's pretty dirty on the outside, and in here, you can see a lot of lint build up, so much that the lint tray won't even close. Definitely dealt with some dirty machines in the past, but this one definitely tops it off. I cannot even get this lint tray out of here. You can see all the trash coming out. I can hear coins dropping. I'm gonna get these screws off, try to get this front end off before we start messing with this. I don't wanna break anything. Got this exhaust taken off. It's actually not that dirty. It's a little bit dirty over here. Couldn't even get to that point. This is full of a bunch of lint. I don't know if you can tell, there's a bunch of coins lined up there because this thing still won't come out. I'm gonna have to get a screwdriver in there, get those coins out. Some of the coins fell here. Here's 25 cents. It was so stopped up in the process. Let me see. Yep. Broke the lint tray right here. It doesn't matter though. We'll get it thrown away. I got another one I'll replace it with if we get to that point. But this thing is a fucking mess. Got the drum out, belt removed. It's not crazy dirty, but it's dirty. I'll have to get this plastic piece off to get these coins that fell in here. I'm gonna take this thing outside. Already got the compressor charged up, and we're gonna get it cleaned up. Cleaned it out real good. It had quite the collection of coins inside of it. Getting ready to re-grease these wheels. Also got this plastic taken off the exhaust fan. I don't know if you can tell, there's a good bit of coins sitting down there. We're gonna get those taken out. Reinstalled the element, hooked up all the sensors, cleaned up anything that was remaining. Getting ready to clean up the front end, re-grease the two wheels there. Then we'll put the whole thing back together. Got the front end reinstalled, the belt, the drum, cleaned out the exhaust, reinstalled it. Found the new lint trap for this thing. I'm not gonna clip in the top half till it's running and I can condition the belt. Gotta put the back cover of the head unit on, but we're gonna make sure it works properly. Let's go to time dry. Yeah, high heat. We're gonna hit start. Nice. Nice and quiet. That'll be another one complete. Yeah, it's heating nice. So we'll put it all back together, condition the belt, clean it up real good, make it look pretty. And that'll be a good dryer complete. Not even gonna lie, before I even started doing anything to it, I was thinking about just scrapping it out because of how dirty it was, but we got it all cleaned up, good as new. I brought another dryer in here. This one I picked up last weekend. I'm not too sure what's going on with it right off the bat. It has a cord hooked up to it, but I don't know why they didn't go inside. They hooked it up directly out here. The only thing I hate about doing it this way is, I don't know if it's stopped up with a bunch of lint. It'll just blow it out in my shop, which I can get cleaned up, but it'll make it quite dusty in here. We'll give it a try. All right, so it didn't blow out too much of anything. We'll let it run, see what it's doing. Seems to be running quietly. I got this washer that I also picked up this past weekend. The guy said it wasn't draining out all the water. He ended up selling it to me, so it's mine. I'm gonna see what I can do with it. Might be a clogged pump or a bad pump, we'll find out. They're hanging out, living the dream. I'm in here, got that washer over there testing, and I got this dryer here testing. While that's going on, I got the four-wheeler out, took the body off of it. I'm getting ready to install one of these bushings on the steering column. Really loose, never did that. We replaced the carburetor probably a month ago. We also replaced the ignition switch with a new key. Not much else we did to it, cleaned it up a little bit. Once I get this complete, I'm gonna get the body reinstalled. I never reinstalled all the headlights. I gotta put them back on, check all the fluids, and it'll be ready to go. I got this metal piece taken off the steering column. I didn't have to take it all the way off, but I went ahead and did it. That way I could actually clean up where this bushing goes, and I don't just put it over the dirt that was there. So let's get this done, and we'll jump into making sure everything else is okay. So I'm not sure if it's the pump or the timer bad here. Not doing much. You can hear it spinning in there. We'll figure that out. This dryer here seems to be working like it should. I'm kind of using it as a work table right now. Finished out its cycle, no problems. I actually bought the washer and the dryer together. The guy told me the dryer worked, but I'm never sure until I test it. Got the bearing replaced in the four-wheeler column, steering column. No play there now. It's good, just like we want it. So I got this thing turned on. I don't have a battery hooked up to it. The Kickstarter does work. Sometimes it starts up right away. Sometimes you got to give it a couple tries. I have gas oil mix. I think it's a 50-to-1 ratio that I put in it. It does have an oiler. Since I've got it, the level has pretty much stayed the same. And I don't think that oiler works properly. I'm pretty sure this thing's an 06 model, so it might have stopped working. It is what it is, but if I keep using the gas oil mix, there shouldn't be any problems, but I don't want to run it on just gas, especially if the oiler ain't working. So we got this thing running good. I'm just getting ready to put the body on, but I wanted to show y'all. Got these wires zip tied, electrical tape, some of them wherever they were bypassed or wherever they needed it. Also found one more bolt for the gas tank. It was missing a bolt. Got that complete. Everything else looks good. Had to take the cap off the gas tank in order to put the body back on. So let's put that on, work on getting the lights back on, fasten everything down, make sure nothing's loose. We got this four-wheeler complete. We put it all back together. Had to find a couple screws for the fenders. They were missing. Had to find 2 screws for the ignition switch. Some of the plastic clips in here were broken. I had to zip tie them. Had to find 2 new screws here because somebody tried to take it apart before I bought it. They didn't save the screws, so I had to find a couple screws, but not too bad. Getting ready to wipe it down, and it'll be good to go.